two. Like, each eye can have one. And so I went to her waxing lady. I'd never been to like a waxing lady. And the lady called me in, and I'm like following her into her room. And she turns around and she goes, "What are we doing today? Just the mustache?" I don't have a mustache. What? I bleach my mustache. That means it's invisible. Bright yellow means you can't see it. But she did. She waxed it. And I remember walking out of the door and being like, I could feel the wind on it. What about this one? Yeah, whatever. That like jerk off thing? I believe that's from Insecurity. Yeah, whatever. What is the guy saying when he does that? He's saying, whatever it is we're talking about here, I don't give a shit. Really? I think you do give a shit. If he didn't give a shit, wouldn't he just be like... I think you do give a shit, sir. What is he saying? He's saying, whatever it is we're talking about here, please don't think I care. Oh my God, I would die if you thought I cared. In exchange, feel free to know my personal jerking off style. It is so important to me that you think I don't care about whatever it is we're talking about here. I am willing to exchange that for you knowing that my masturbation style is that, like, I don't move my hand. Like, my hand is still, and I, like, fuck my hand. My hand is locked. And then, like, I pretend it's a vagina. I'm not a faggot. And I fuck my hand. I make it like she's shorter than me, like it's lower, and I have to, like, scoop it in. Well, sometimes I say it, I go, scoop. Scoop. Like, please don't think I care. Oh my God. I would die. Traumatic things happen to that guy. Traumatic things happen to all of you, by the way. Traumatic things happen to all of us. We just don't realize it because there's no music informing us how to feel or what's going to come up. There's no slow motion. It just happens in real time, and then the next moment and the next moment.
So first I do the blind people, and then the second show. You can't make this up. It was the deaf people. And why did deaf people come to see the comedian? This is what they saw.
in crystal meth labs. Thank you. Crystal meth, that's what we're doing in the Midwest. I would never do a drug that involves rednecks and science. That's why those labs keep blowing up. You got Scooter and moron out in the shed. Trying to do chemistry! Chemistry, for Christ's sake! They ain't scared, no. Little hazmat activity. I would give everything I'd make in a week to hear the conversation right before the explosion. I'm sure that's a scientific argument to end all ages. Supposed to use more ammonia, it's not on the TV. Why don't you just shut up and turn up the heat like I told you? Ow! Ow! My eyes are open and I can't see. This has been an insane year for me. I made 2 New Year's resolutions. Number 1, I wanted to catfish someone. Did it. Loved it. Recommend it. And number 2 was to this year just once take off a pair of underwear and have it not look like I blew my nose in it. Now, same. No, you're kind of like, no. So you find a pair of underwear on the floor and you're like, how do I know if I wore it? Please, you know. She knows. I'm like, oh cool, they filmed Charlotte's Web in my underwear? Wow. Salutations, okay. I don't know, the guys look grossed out. Your underwear looks like a coal miner wiped their brow. The end of a shift, a long shift. So my name is Amy, and I'm at the Apollo. Right? You guys all look like you're from this neighborhood. So here's how I wound up here. Okay, let me just get you up. My 2 front teeth didn't fall out until I was in 5th grade, which is late. And that same week, I got my period, which is early. So I was just like this jack-o'-lantern with tits while you're like, trick. I was like Pinocchio transitioning to a doggy. I was like, and I was one of those really cool moms who told me, you don't need to shave above your knee, just here down. So here up, I was just a werewolf, just Mr. Tongueless, here. Benicio del Toro, eating my torso. I'm so happy to be filming my special here in New York. I grew up here, I was born here, did my first everything here, still doing it all.